So who am I? My name is Ursula. I'm currently living here with my husband and my son. What brought me to Happy Tots is a beautiful little girl named Elsa who lives next door. My professional background is I'm a youth justice social worker, and I've been working for youth for a few years. But I had a beautiful little boy who I decided to stay home and give my prime time to, and then we got to know our next door neighbours, and that's how I got Elsa.
Bevan, Ebbett.
I'm Rachel. We're parents of Hudson and Amelia. Hudson is 18 months and Amelia is 6.
For I do talk in North Korea. My name is Jude and I'm from Korea. I've been working in this sector for probably 9 years now. And now I have my own child. He's nearly 6 months old and enjoying time being a mom.
So I've looked at Te Whāriki, and I don't know it perfectly, but what I do understand is it is a weave together of different, I think it's a really beautiful structure to help children grow and learn. With Happy Tots, I've been working with Amy, and we're in the beginning stages of our little relationship, but so far I've felt that I've been able to talk to her about any concerns, you know, from my side, what best meets Elsa's needs, but also with my own son.
Love her when she comes over, so we find it beneficial, and it's a good way of kind of keeping a kind of history of where our children are at with their development, because she's always bringing the latest kind of information and photos that she took from the previous meeting with us and our kids. So we've found it really beneficial.
You know, I knew how important it is to have that education from even when they are born, because they need to be ready for the future. So even just little activities or the, you know, toys that we need, that, you know, you guys provide everything with the activities and what I need to do at that stage. So, you know, I can learn what I need to do, you know, for each month or for his development at this stage. So I think, yeah, definitely you guys are providing good service. Also have a different cultural background that it helps us to understand the value of, you know, our culture. So we don't think too hard, like everyday practices, you know, greeting and, you know, how you use manners at the table, eating time, playtime, just every, you know, routine that I think we are using Te Whāriki and, you know, Te Maori and, you know, just singing and everything, yeah. It incorporates the curriculum.
It works well with the, obviously, the curriculum of what they're kind of learning at daycare, but in this sense we get to kind of have a one-on-one with a professional, you know, teacher to tell us where our children's at, because at daycare you don't really get an opportunity to talk to the teacher.
My perspective is that there is always a crossover, and there's a need for us to kind of align what we're doing here, or else we're not helping our children. The best needs for our children, and I know it's robust and it's always a lot of changes that are happening, so we should be able to align what we're learning or what we're teaching here. So bicultural framework, for example, it's the bloodline of that stream, but it goes right through the education system or the Ministry of Education as well as every other.
My name is Angela, and I'm working as a program coordinator for Habitats about 1.5 years now. And as a part of strategic planning, I'm heavily involved in day-to-day decision-making process, which is a big encouragement for us as a teacher to be a decision maker. And this absolutely increased my sense of ownership to Habitats. And it definitely will improve the communication and work cooperatively with our educators, parents, and fellow members.
Kia ora. At Habitats, we value relationship and a partnership with their parents and educators, who are one of the most important key stakeholders for us. We promote effective communication and work very closely with them to support with children's learning. But how can we know what we have done are the best we can achieve? At Habitats, we are not only measure what we have done, but more importantly, we measure what we achieved. We value planning, strategies, and governance. There is no question that we can clearly connect to the growth, the success, and the sustainability of a company to its leadership. At Habitats, we do differently. We believe it's not operational leadership make things happen every day. Every single staff at Habitats would like to communicate constantly and work together to set out a long-term strategic planning in motion.
Exactly how the curriculum runs, but there's a good emphasis on biculturalism and on New Zealand's culture, the Maori culture as well. So it's a good introduction for them. They're learning, even at daycare, they're learning Maori songs and various words. So
As an expert, and within her community as well, because I am working with Elsa as well, you know, and she's able to provide a pretty critical eye as well as how do I work with her. So being able to work together in partnership is key.
Don't have good education, good communication with your support person. That it's really hard. You don't know where you're going next. So if we have the same goal and then we can work together on the same page and make same goals and some strategies that we can work together. I have the Habitats app. Angela told me how to use it, so I can check newsletters and or even first aid course coming up, outings that you guys are planning or any events. So if I see also sometimes competitions coming up, I would like to join and be part of the team.
I personally quite like the idea of parent advisory committee. This is a great system for encouraging parents and educators to our regular participate on our program planning, policy review, and lots more, which is great. We love parents' contribution.
A governance strategic plan will tell us what we need to achieve in a month, in a year, or in 5 years' time. Then we can hold ourselves accountable to know what we achieved, what we should be achieving. If we have, we celebrate. If we don't, we will fix it and find out what we need to do differently. This process is internal evaluation process. At Habitats, we do spontaneous, planned, and strategic internal evaluation to support us improve the practice. What does mean? We plan, act, then evaluate. We believe that's an effective service should be doing.
Very good, and I do look forward to continually working with Habitats.
Ka kite ano.
Kia ora, ka kite.